Right. So 2017 A-level question number 2. Right. So what does it say? This says, first of all, write down the binomial expansion of 5 plus 2x to the power 14 in ascending powers of x, right? So how do you write this down? Uh, now this should be on your mind. So now we have done quite a few number of binomial expansion sums. So that is what 14 CR 5 14 minus R into 2x R, right? No? So you can actually interchange this and write no, as in there is a particular order, but what are they saying? They are saying ascending powers of x. Correct? No? Right. So then they are saying let RT be the term containing XR. So containing XR in the above expansion. So this part is, if you take this part is named as TR, containing XR. That's what's important. So some people forget that this XR part is also there in that thing, right? Containing XR in the above expansion of R equals 0, 1 to 14, show that TR plus 1 or TR is equal to 2 14 minus R five plus 5 R plus 1 into X. Right now? Okay, so this is what we need to prove. So let's see what we can do. So I'm going to write down TR plus 1 and TR first of all. So TR is this no, so same thing. 14 CR 5 14 minus R 2R XR. Then TR plus 1 is going to be, we have to put R plus 1 where R is there. That is 14 CR plus 1 5 14, here you put R plus 1 2R plus 1 XR plus 1. So here it's going to be 14 CR plus 1 5 times 14 minus R minus 1 is going to be 13 minus R times 2R plus 1 XR plus 1. So I know this, so I can get the TR plus 1 TR, right? So another thing, it's more safe for you all to tell what this 14 CR is when you all write this. So we can actually write, and so you can actually say what do you call 14 CR is what? 14 minus R factorial, right? So this is the first step, right? So guys, the thing that needs to be changed is this, from R equals 0 to 4. Right? No? Right. So then this is done. So let's try to make this part from this, right? Okay. Right. So now let's take r plus 1 here. So I get what? 14 c r plus 1, 5, 13 minus r, 2r plus 1, x r plus 1 over 14 cr, 5, 14 minus r, 2r, xr. Correct, no? So what I can do is, so I'll rewrite this in a way that I can cut easily, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this part first, that is what? 14 factorial, 14 minus r plus 1 factorial, r plus 1 factorial, times 5, 13 minus r, 2r into 2 into xr into x. Right now? Then here we write as what? 14 factorial, 14 minus r factorial, then r factorial. So here I am going to write this as, so I can write for 5, 14 minus r as what? 5, 13 minus r plus 1. No? So that is what? That is 15, 5, 13 minus r into 5. No? Correct, no? So I can write this as 5, 15, 13 minus r into 5. Right? Then I can write 2r xr. Right? So I can cut one of some of these very easily. No? So now I can actually cut this out. I can cut this out. Right? I can cut this out, I can cut this out. Correct, no? Then I can cut this out as well. Right? So let's see what we have actually got. So now there's another thing now. R plus 1 factorial can be written as r factorial into r plus 1. Correct, no? And here you will get what? 13 minus r factorial. Correct? Right now? So now, so let's first of all write this down. 14 minus r factorial will come up. Then you will get 14 minus r minus 1 factorial into r plus 1 factorial. So I'm going to write r plus 1 factorial. Then you get 2 here, x here, 5 here. Right? So we need to somehow simplify this and get the answer. Right? So let's see what we can do. So write this down for now. Right. So now let's see what we can find out here. Right. So 14 minus r factorial can be written as the previous one of this, and that is 14 minus r minus 1 factorial into 14 minus r. No problem. No? That is 14 minus r times 14 minus r minus 1 factorial into r factorial 2x over 5. Here I can write 14 minus r minus 1 factorial r plus, so I can write r plus 1 as what? R plus 1 times r factorial. So then I can cut furthermore. I can cut this. So then I'll get the answer that I want. Correct? Yes, that's right. So this is the answer that they have wanted, that they asked us to show. Right now. Right. So now is the interesting part. So now they are asking what? Now they are asking hence find the value of r which gives the largest term of the above expansion when x equals 4 over 3. So we want the largest term. No? Largest is t term. We want at which r that is the maximum. Correct. But what is important here is that the term r, right, needs to be a whole number, because the maximum of tr will come at some decimal value, but that does not make any sense, no? Right? So that should be on your mind, that we do not put decimal points for r in this binomial expansion. So that is one of the things that you all need to keep in mind, because or else you all will get a wrong answer. You all will get a decimal answer for it, and that is not what we are expecting. Correct? So let's see now. So now basically we got TR plus 1. TR is equal to 2, 5, 14 minus r plus 1. Right now? So now they are saying x is equal to what? 4 over 3. Correct now? So here, I'm going to replace this by 4 over 3. So then I will get, 2 times 4 is 8. 5 times 3 is going to be 50. 14 minus r plus 2. Right. Okay. So I'll show you. I'll show you all something now, right? I'm going to break this down into 3 parts. Right? That is when TR plus 1 is equal to TR. Right? And then TR plus 1 is greater than TR. And then TR plus 1 is less than TR. So after I do that, you all will get some idea what we actually need to do in this sum. Right? So we need some, so now this, so there is some TR, right? TR somewhere in this thing, where that TR will be greater than the whole series of the TRs. So that means there will be one point where one particular TR will be greater than the previous one and the next one, because these act like a series, no? So there are some there are some methodology, there are some sequence. Right, so let's see now. I'll take when TR plus 1 is equal to TR, right? So then TR plus 1, TR is going to be 1, no? So then I'm going to equal that to here. So then I will get what? 15 R plus 15 equal to 8 times 14 is 112 minus 8R. Right now? So we will get what? 23R here equals to 97. So R is going to be 4.22. So yeah, this is this decimal thing that I said. Right? So here there is no actual value where, like, let's say now R5 and R4 won't be equal. There is some in between where we do not consider R is where that these values converge. Right? So understand that, right? So then I'll do that when TR plus 1 is greater than TR. Right? So what does that mean? That means TR plus 1 over TR is going to be what? Going to be greater than 1. Correct, no? So this is 50, 40 minus R plus 1 is going to be greater than 1, no? Agreed, no? Right? So then what will I get? So I will get 8, 40 minus R is greater than 15 R plus 1. Right, no? So here I will get what? So the same R I will get definitely, right? Because it's arithmetic, no. But where does the R go? So here you will get basically 112 minus 15 is greater than 15 R. So this is 23 R. So you will get R is less than 4.22. So what does this mean? This means when the value R is less than 4.22, right? What do you call the R plus 1 value, right? The R plus 1 value is greater than the R value. So if I make this more clear, it basically says that what do you call T4, right? So we can say T4. No? T4 will be greater than T3, and T3 will be greater than T2. T2 will be greater than T1. Because the previous one will be higher, the next one will be higher than the before one. When R is less than 4.22. Right? Okay? So now what's the next one? So write this down. So now if you are closely see this now, this is, so now this combination This combination is when R equals 3, no? Right? When R equals 3, R4 is greater than R3. So this then this is when R equals 2. Correct? So then you can obviously write one more, no? What is that? That means when R equals 4, you can say T5 is greater than T4, greater than T3, that's all. Is it clear? Now this part is when R equals 4. So that is less than 4.22. No problem at all. So you get this. Right? So understand this very, very carefully. Yeah? So try to understand this. So I am going to name this as 1. Right? Then I'm going to evaluate when TR plus 1 is less than TR. Right? So that means TR plus 1 over TR will be less than 1, no? Correct, no? So I will get 8, 15, 14 minus R plus 1 is less than 1. So I will get 8, 14 minus R, 15 R plus 1. So I will get the same thing, no? But I will get the R as greater than 4.22. Right? Exact same arithmetic here, no? Right. So what can we get from here? So now we know when R is greater than 4.22. Right? So let's say R equals 5. So we know that when R equals 5, then T5 will be greater than T6. Then we know when the T6 will be greater than T7. T7 will be greater than T8. So it goes on. So it goes on to the last one, that is T14. This is the second one. Right? So then, so do you all see this common thing here? Right? So if I integrate these two now, right? Integrate as in join these two now. From 1 and 2, I know that T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and then T5 is greater than T6, T7, T8, T9, T14. Right? So do you all see that T5 is the largest here? That is what you all need to understand now. Now, after all this, why we did this was to get this, get what's the highest value of T, no? Right? So the highest value is T5. So what are they asking? They are asking find the value of R which gives the largest term of the above expansion. So the what do you call, the required R is 5.